Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Fonta, Flora Brewing Company out of Nebo, North Carolina. I keep wanting to say Morganton, that's the original location. This beer is called Light Bringer. It is a double IPA, double dry hop with HBC 692. I don't know if that has an actual name other than that yet. And Sabro and conditioned on coconut and brewer grown lime basil. So Sabro itself, that hop should have a. I've done a couple reviews on this channel with Sabro hops on it, but that it has a very strong coconut flavor. So there's that and there's coconut in this, so I'm assuming that's going to be very present. And it is an 8.6 ABV, so I'm going to crack it open and see what we got. I will say I don't know that I've had a Sabro IPA, like a traditional, like, clean, clear, non-hazy IPA. So it should be interesting. So you can see it pours a pretty, almost completely transparent, darker golden to light orange color with a really minimal white head, which is kind of odd for an IPA. So I definitely do get a big punch of coconut. There's also a little bit of herbal dankness and some like orangey citrusy character, and I do get a hint of booze too. So that is big coconut. There is a little herbal character. I'm guessing that's from the lime basil. It could be something else from that other hop. It's interesting though, because like the part of Sabro that reminds me of coconut, it reminds me of coconut, but it's also like not exactly coconut, if that makes sense. With this, I taste that thing that's not exactly coconut, but then I also taste real like coconut, which makes sense because that's in this. So I was saying that it was very odd that this didn't really have a head when I poured it, and it shows in the body too. This is very undercarbonated for an IPA. It's not completely flat. It still has like a bite of carbonation to it, but it's nowhere near where it should be, which is kind of a shame. I mean, I guess usually if IPAs are very undercarbonated, the hops are like really muted. Excuse me. But that's really not the case here. The flavors are great. I mean, it is both of those two elements of coconut. Really nice herbal, bright, slightly dank and earthy hop character. There's pretty much like no malt flavor at all. It's just all hops, which is awesome. But it honestly, the only thing that's lacking here is the carbonation. Everything else is, I think, very well done. I mean, really the only thing the malt is doing to me is providing sweetness. There is enough. That's the other thing that I think is kind of odd with Sabro. Like, it has that coconut. And when you think of coconut, you think of desserty stuff and you think of, sweet things. So when it's in like a super dry IPA, it's kind of weird. That's one hop that actually works. Like, I think Citra works in like the sweeter ones too, because it's so orangey. It kind of has like a creamsicle thing. But this, yeah, I think this hop definitely works better in sweeter IPAs. And this is not sweet in the realm of like in the realm of like New England style IPAs. But for for like a clean IPA and for other IPAs that they've done, which are generally very, very mouth drying. This is on the sweeter side, but it absolutely works with the hops that they use in this. So I think it. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I would guess it is, just because that's how skilled they are. Um, but I mean, really, like I said, the only thing that's lacking here is the carbonation. But that's a minor. Like it is a big deal for an IPA to be undercarbonated, but the flavor is still really big and it's there. So I don't care that much that it's. Whoa, that scared me. Um, Something just fell in the bag I had over there. Uh, so, I'm hoping that this is just an off can, because I would really like to try this. I'm guessing they didn't want it to be carbonated like this. This just doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? I'm hoping this is just an off can, and I can try another one that's more highly carbonated, or maybe even try it on tap at the brewery to see what it tastes like there, because I think this is very, very good. It's definitely unique too. And the other thing is it hides 8.6 is, pretty strong for this type of beer. But it hides the alcohol pretty well. I think, like, there is something that, like, in the back of the throat when you swallow is a little, like, bracing, but it's kind of hard. Like, I feel like it's a blend of alcohol and hop bitterness, but you can't really tell one from the other. So because of that, either one, like, it doesn't stand out too much as either one. So because it's kind of maybe a blend of both, it really doesn't, like, bother me at all. So on my scale of buy, drink, dump, this is definitely a buy. This was, I think, $5.50 a can, maybe. But again, this was a single can, so at a place that's kind of expensive. So really, I don't know. I'm guessing 4 packs of this for like $18. I would definitely buy more of this. I really like this. But I am a big fan of Sabro too. I think, but it's one of those hops because it's so predominant in that one flavor. Like, it works really well when it's mixed in with other stuff, or even by itself. It's very good. But I couldn't drink like several single hop Sabro beers, because I would definitely get tired of that flavor pretty quickly. But having it every once in a while, or it blended with a bunch of hops, it really, really works. It's kind of a cool thing. To me, it's similar. Like, well, Amarillo doesn't work at all by itself, in my opinion. I hate single hop Amarillo beers. But when it's blended with certain other hops, I think it really adds a good element, because it is a very unique flavor. But I think that's all I got in this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.